Hi guys, welcome to the Daniel Star Trek Cast. I'm your host Daniel, and this is my co-host Jacob. How you doing, Jacob?
Yeah, good, thanks, Daniel.
So we're talking about Star Trek Picard, Episode 7, Nepenthe, and I gotta say this episode was good. It wasn't as good as the other ones, but it was good. It was okay. It was great. We get Riker back, and we get Troy back, and I'm not really happy about seeing. I mean, okay, right, Troy. Sorry, Troy. So. But Riker, I like Riker in this episode. I really like it between Riker and Picard. It just was really great to see them together again. How they reacted, how they talked to each other. They were like old friends, and like when Riker said, "Shields up," red alert. It was just like he was back on the Enterprise. It was so cool. And yeah, I remember there was like a force field that was going around the house and stuff, and it's really cool. It was so awesome because Picard went to him and said yeah, I'm in trouble, I need your help, and that's when Riker said shields up, red alert, and the house was fully protected. It was like a shield that was going around the house. So I think that was cool. But okay, so this episode started off with the last episode ended with Picard going through that spatial trajector on the Borg cube with Soji. This episode starts off where I think it starts off in Nepenthe, and they transport to Nepenthe, and they run into Riker's daughter. I forgot her name, and she's like this wild little girl with a bow and arrow running around, and she's hunting for bunny corn. She's hunting for bunny corns. Bunny corns are like unicorns, but bunnies. And they're very venomous. You have to remove their venom sacs. It's basically just a bunny with a horn glued to his forehead. Everybody complains that's so lazy, right? They did that They did that in the TOS episode. They glued a horn to a dog's head. That was so lazy. What do you think, Jacob?
I thought this episode was pretty good. It was kind of like a light kind of episode, like light action episode. I like the Allion scenes when Allion was trying to protect Hugh, and unfortunately Hugh ended up dying because of that Romulan lady who Allion was actually fighting on the Borg cube. The Borg cube scenes were good. I liked the Borg cube scenes, and I loved how Narek was after Picard's crew and kept on following Picard's crew's ship. So I liked that. Like that part, those parts interested me. But the part when they were on, when Picard and Soji were on the planet, it kind of felt light to me for this episode. I don't know why, it just felt really light with the action and stuff in this episode.
Yeah, it was this is a really action light episode, but I'm pretty sure next episode is gonna be way better because you saw in the preview, it looks like 7 of 9 is gonna become the new Borg Queen. She's
Yes,
gonna assimilate herself.
Yeah, I did notice that, and I love the actress of 7 of 9. She's a brilliant actress, Jerry Ryan. And I can't wait to see Jerry Ryan actually come back as 7 of 9. So it's going to be really interesting to see 7 of 9 come back.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was so excited. I mean, we knew. I got a hint that 7 would come back. Remember when what's the hold on? Let me look up his name. The Romulan guy.
Narek?
No, not Narek. The other one. On Picard's team right now.
Oh, Allion.
Allion?
I'm pretty sure that the one with the swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allion. I'm pretty sure it's Allion.
Let's see. Well, okay. Anyways, I like his character. It was so cool. He activated the little the little beacon thing that Seven gave him. I don't think we saw Seven give it. No, Seven gave it to Picard. Remember? And
Yeah.
then Picard gave it to the Romulan.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like, well, we didn't see this, of course. We didn't see it, but it's just really great. So he activated it, and it says like SOS activated, and then now, like, yeah, in the next episode, Seven comes to the Borg cube. She receives a signal. She goes to the Borg cube, and yeah, it's just, she's so awesome. I love Seven of Nine. She is so great. I can't wait to see her next episode. And yeah, it's great. And
Even though this was a bit of a light action episode, I still liked it. It was okay and decent, like a decent episode, but it could have done with more action. But I got why they kind of made it like a light episode, because they reached up to the part when Picard made it to Soji and brought her to a safe place. But now the thing is, Soji can't trust that much anymore because Narek used her. That's the thing.
Yeah, Narek used her on the Borg cube, and
yeah, I think that's going to be resolved, though. I think the Narek and Soji thing's going to be resolved, and I think if I have it right, Narek probably does have feelings still for Soji, as I keep on saying in previous casts with Daniel. I think Narek does actually have feelings for Soji. And I think that's why he's trying to look for Soji, and that's why I think he left the Borg cube, in my opinion. So, I don't know. Like, I think he's in search for Soji, maybe to apologize. I don't know. But, like, I think he does love Soji in a way that he feels guilty for what he did.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, his name is Elnor.
His
name is Elnor.
I was close.
So, yeah, what? 1 second. Yeah, so...
But overall, episode 7 was a pretty decent episode, even though it didn't.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it didn't have very much action, of course. Yeah, but I think they're saving that for like other episodes coming forward.
Yeah. Like the trailer to next week looks incredible. It looks filled.
It does.
It looks filled with more action than this one does.
It really does. I mean, yeah, we only got like 4 more days to go.
Yeah, pretty much. Episode 8. And then we got 2 more episodes left after that for this first season of Picard. Like my overall rating for Picard so far would have to be incredible. I'm loving Picard. This is such a great new Star Trek series, and Picard has definitely delivered, and I'm loving it. So yeah, Patrick Stewart has done such an incredible job at bringing Picard back. Patrick Stewart Picard. So yeah, I definitely love Picard the series, and it keeps on getting better and better every single episode.
Yeah, it does. It does. I don't understand the haters out there. Like the fandom managers are constantly just ripping it to pieces, and like I'm thinking like, what's going on? Like, why do you hate it so much? I mean,
it's so much better than how Doctor Who is at this moment. Like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, Doctor Who's still okay, I guess. Like, episodes can't be good every single time with like Doctor Who, but Picard has done solid, great episodes so far, and it's definitely up there with it's definitely up there from better than Doctor Who, how Doctor Who's going at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely loving Picard, and yeah, it's definitely a great.
Although I did like going to Doctor Who for a second, I did like it how the Master brought the Doctor back to Gallifrey.
Oh yeah. So we'll get to Doctor Who down the road this year sometime with Daniel, and we'll discuss Doctor Who on a different cast. So yeah, we'll talk more about episode 7, Daniel.
Yeah. So it's just like I say, I love this episode. So they go on to Penthe, and they run into the daughter. I forgot her name, and she has a bow and arrow aimed at them, and they're like with their hands up, and they're like, "Don't shoot!" And like, well, or like I think Picard says, "If you shoot me, you got to shoot me in the head because his heart is made of duratanium or something, like it's a metal or something." Because if you don't know, he had a little accident. He was in a bar fight a long time ago with a bunch of Gnosticans, and they stabbed him in the heart. So they had to put a fake heart in his body to keep him alive. So he's a piece of metal in his chest. So
I did notice that, yeah.
And but then he talked her down, and the girl led her to her home, like right where Riker and Troy is. So yeah, they Picard went to Riker and Troy, and they were so happy to see him, and it was a great reunion episode. I liked it. It was really great.
And I think that's why it was a kind of like a light action oriented episode, because it was like a reunion kind of episode.
Yeah.
But overall, episode 7 was pretty good for a standard light kind of action episode.
Yeah.
What would you rate this episode, Daniel?
I would rate it. Well, it wasn't like it was good, but it wasn't special. So I would probably say a 7 out of 10.
Okay. I'm probably gonna rate it a 6 out of 10. To be honest, just because it wasn't that much of action in it, and it was kind of like you could tell it was kind of like a light kind of episode. But it like the reunion was good with Riker and Troy. That was good.
Yeah.
The part with Eleanor, that was good. When he was on the Borg cube, doing the sword fight scenes.
I don't like how they killed off Hugh.
Yeah, I know. Hugh. Neither did I. Hugh was, yeah, it was sad to see Hugh go, but sadly he's gone. Rest in peace, Hugh. But yeah, overall, this episode was pretty decent. And yeah, I can't wait for episode 8 later this week. And we'll definitely be discussing episode 8 later this week on the Daniel Star Trek cast. So yeah, any more final discussions, Daniel?
Yeah. You remember at the end? At the beginning of the episode, we see Commodore O, the Vulcan lady. She's doing a mind meld with the blonde girl. What's her name? Agnes Girardi.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing a mind meld with her, and we see like all these like in the future, we see like a whole bunch of planets exploding, right? A whole bunch of planets blowing up, and Vulcans like ripping their faces off or something. That was like really creepy.
Oh yeah,
that was the same scene you see in Discovery season 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're making a connection between Picard and Discovery season 2, and I like it. It's really exciting. I mean, they made a couple connections to Picard, to Discovery season 2 or Discovery in general. They mentioned a Gormagander. Remember when Agnes mentioned the Gormagander?
Yeah.
The space whale.
Yeah, I do too.
And then she had the vision from Commodore O. And I'm like, I love it, man. The more connections to Discovery they make, the better the show gets.
And that's why I feel that down the road, Picard and Discovery will cross over at some point.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Which will be incredible to see Discovery team, whoever appears in a crossover episode down the road. That would be incredible to see Discovery and Picard definitely cross over at some point, whenever that is.
Yeah. Also, there's rumors that like in the second season they're going to start filming in the fall. So sometime in April they're going to start filming Picard season 2. What do you think the chances are they're going to get Avery Brooks as Captain Sisko back?
Oh, that is a good question. I'm going to probably say, 50-50 maybe.
I mean, I really want Avery Brooks as Captain Sisko back, but the thing is, I hear that he doesn't want nothing to do with Star Trek anymore.
Yeah, but if it's a good storyline for his character, then who knows? He could come back.
I know. Like they should bring back like a few DS9 characters and a bunch of Voyager characters. I mean, I want to see Janeway. I want to see.
Oh
Chakotay.
yes, definitely Janeway. I want to see Janeway come back too. Yes.
Yeah, Chakotay. I want to see Chakotay too. You remember Chakotay, the first officer?
I do. Yeah. Yep.
He was really good. I want to see Cisco. I want to see, if it's possible. Remember Gul Dukat, the Cardassian Gul Dukat?
Oh yes.
I really want to see him back. And Garrick. Remember Garrick?
The name seems familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, he was an agent of the Obsidian Order. The Obsidian Order is like an agency of the Cardassians.
Okay.
He was always hanging out with the Doctor Bashir on DS9.
Yeah.
He was really awesome. I mean, this is why moving forward is the best, not prequels, because prequels you can't do a lot, but when you move forward, you can bring back anybody.
Completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's so good. So I really hope they bring back these characters. And but okay, also, you know that pizza they were eating?
Yes.
It was called bunny corn pizza. Would you eat bunny corn pizza?
Yeah, I guess if it tastes good.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? It's dangerous. It's a little bit dangerous because, those bunnies, they have a venom sac, so they got to cut off the venom sac before they cook it.
Yeah, but you have to cut out the venom first, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know that, but, it's kind of like, I heard there's, like, certain fish out there that, like, you cut the venom out of the fish, but sometimes the venom can leak into the fish. So some people actually die eating it.
Yeah.
And it's really dangerous because, like, what if you try to cut off the venom sac, but then some of the venom leaks into the meat? That's scary.
Yeah, true, I guess. Yeah, I see your point.
So yeah, it's just really scary and stuff. And also, hey, the daughter's name is Kestra.
Yes.
The blonde girl.
Yeah.
Did you see her? She was texting. She was texting at the table.
She was too. Yeah. I did see that.
So it's so cool, like they have texting in the future. Obviously it's more advanced, right? Way more futuristic, right? So yeah, because nowadays like everybody is texting at the table or texting when they're walking nowadays. Everybody, my brother, my mom, my dad, everybody I see.
That is the way of technology these days, though. Texting.
And the only person that doesn't do it is me, because I can't afford a phone.
I'm sure you can. You just need to save the money, Daniel.
So yeah, it's this episode was really good, but I'm pretty sure the next episode is going to be even better.
Oh yeah, completely agree. Next episode, seeing this.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember that Romulan lady in the trailer for the next episode? She said something far worse is coming.
Yes. What do you think that far worse could be, though?
I think it's probably Control. Control is like an AI. It's like Skynet, but that's the thing that was destroying planets in the future.
Yeah.
I think that could be it, and I think that Seven is going to assimilate herself and become the new Borg Queen, and I think she's going to help the Federation fight this new threat.
Oh, that would be good.
That would be awesome. And did you see? I think in the trailer we saw like the Borg cube kind of regenerating a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was right. The Borg cube is regenerating. It's fixing itself.
So Daniel, do you want to end this cast off?
Yeah, okay. So anyways, it's exactly what some people told me. Like, somebody once told me that a future Star Trek TV series we're gonna have like the Borg. Someone takes over the Borg and they team up with the Federation to fight something else. So that's probably where it's going right now. So I could not be more excited. Every episode is so good. I love Star Trek Picard. Only 3 more episodes left. Episode 8, 9, and 10. And I can't wait to see Star Trek Discovery Season 3 in April. At the earliest.
Completely agree. Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for joining the Daniel Star Trek cast. I am your host, Daniel, and this is Jacob, my co-host, Jacob. How you doing? So, yeah, we'll see you next time.
Live long and prosper.
Yep. Joel on True.
What you are about to experience will drive you mad.
We face a powerful enemy.
What is happening on this cube? Something far worse is coming.
Do you believe in hell? Neither did I until I saw it. Unless we act quickly.
Hell will come again.